Morning class. Today I am here with the chapter number 4, structure of atom, and with lecture number 5. Today most probably it is going to be the last lecture for this chapter. So afterwards we will practice some questions, some PYQs we will do, and like previous year जो भी पूछे गए हैं, जितने भी पूछे जाते हैं आपके school exam में, that we will discuss. Okay, so let's start with this topic. And today we are going to learn about the isotopes and the isobar and their fractional atomic mass. All this thing we will learn in this topic. Yes, already we have covered this topic isotope in chapter 3. A little bit we have covered, but now we are going to do in some details. So this is iso. Iso means same, and topes we will consider as atomic number. So the elements which will have the same atomic number will be considered as isotopes. Atomic number should be same, while the atomic mass, or you can say that the mass number, will be different. Okay, so the elements with the same atomic number, this is same atomic number but a different mass number. Okay, so it will be called isotopes. Any doubt in this? Now in a certain elements, like a number of protons will always remain constant. कभी भी किसी भी element की बात करते हैं तो that number of protons will always remain constant. It is never ever going to change. So since number of protons will be constant, and hence the atomic number will also be constant. But due to some reason, it may possible that they will have different neutrons. In the same element, they can have different neutrons. So if the number of neutrons varies, but number of protons always remains constant, then it is called, like, what will happen? Number of protons same, so atomic number will be same. But since neutron is going, like neutron is changing, neutron is varying, so neutron plus proton will also vary, and hence what? Atomic number, atomic mass or mass number will change. I hope it is clear. Yes. So in another way we can say that the elements which is having same number of protons but their neutrons are not same are called isotopes. Okay, the elements will be same in that case also. Okay, for example, hydrogen has 3 most stable isotopic form, that is protium H11. It is denoted as H11. Right, whenever we symbolize any element, this element is like this element, and what we will write? We will write Z as a subscript, while the atomic mass, or you can say that the mass number, will be as the superscript. This can always, it can be this way or it can be this way also. I have already explained this, isn't it? This way. But the only thing which you have to learn that Z cannot be subscript, Z cannot be superscript, or at mass number cannot be subscript. Like never ever we can write this like here A and here Z. If I am writing like this or anyone is writing like this, this is completely no, a big no for this. Okay. So H11, that means in this case the atomic number as well as the atomic mass will be 1 for the case of protium. If I am talking about deuterium, this symbol is again H, but atomic number will be 1 but atomic mass will be 2. And somewhere in higher classes you can see that this one is also written as D. Okay, and this D is called like heavy hydrogen also. We can say heavy hydrogen. And the third one is tritium. Tritium, that means it will be H1, but the mass number will be 3, isn't it? And this can also be symbolized as T. हम इसे T भी लिखते हैं. So all the 3 isotopic form of hydrogen have the same number of protons but vary in number of neutrons. The number of neutrons in protium, in this case, the number of neutron is 1 minus 1, 0. But in this case, 2 minus 1 is 1. And here 3 minus 1 is 2. Yani, in case of protium, the neutron is 0. While in deuterium, it is 1. And in tritium, it is 2. But in all these three cases, the number of protons will be same, that is 1. So here, this is hydrogen, 1 protium. Here 1 proton, 1 electron. Okay, no neutron in this. You can see that, no neutron. In this case, 1 proton on 1 neutron, this gray one is neutron, and 1 electron over here. In this case, 1 proton and 2 neutron, 2 gray, and 1 electron is there, because electron and proton will be same, because it is as it is the neutral atom. Yes. So here another example, isotopes of chlorine. We can see that chlorine, it is named as chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. What does it mean? Chlorine 35, we know that isotopes will always have same atomic number. So atomic number को हमें लिखने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. We can say that simply chlorine 35, that means atomic mass or mass number is 35 and 37, while the atomic number in both the case will be 17 only. So it can be represented like this. Chlorine 35 ऊपर and 17 as a subscript. Similarly, chlorine 17 as a subscript and 37 as a superscript. So 17 is the atomic number, hence the proton will be 17 and electron will also be 17. In this case also, proton is 17, electron is also 17. What will be the neutron? Neutron is just this minus this, isn't it? So 35 minus 17 you will get 18 neutrons, but in this case you are going to get 20 neutrons. So whenever we will draw like this, so in this case the red represents the proton, 17 protons are there, but the blue one which represents neutron will be 18 in this case, and electrons will again be 17. How electrons will you will arrange? In form of 2, 8 and 7. So the orbit which is near to the nucleus, yani K shell, will have only 2. We can see that. In this case, it will be 8, 2, 4, 6, and this is 8. This is L shell. And here it is the outermost shell, that is M shell, 2, 4, 6, and 1, 7. Yes? All the things will be same in this case. The only difference will be neutron. The blue one will be here 20. Here it was 18 only, but here it will be 20. I hope it is clear. Yes, no issue in that. Let's move to another thing, that is isobars. Isobars are such element, iso means same only, but in this case what it will be? Same mass number, but atomic number will be different. We can say same mass number or atomic mass also we can say. Okay, sorry, same. So here it is, atom of chemical elements having same atomic mass but a different atomic number are called isobar. Atoms of chemical elements having same atomic mass but a different atomic number. Yes, and that will be called isobar. So another example we'll do. The sum of the number of protons and neutrons together form the atomic mass that we know. Therefore, we can also say that number of nucleons present in the nucleus is equal to atomic mass of an atom. Yes, bilkul. We have done this. Atomic mass is represented by A. This is also known as mass number and also known as nucleons. And it is the sum of number of neutrons and protons that we have done. So it will have the same number of nucleons. So if we are talking about isobars, we can say that it will have the same number of nucleons, although their atomic number will be different. And if the atomic number is different, that means they cannot be a same element, isn't it? They will be different element because their atomic number are different. Yes. So isobars always have different atomic structure because of the difference in atomic number. Yes, and because they will be different element. So example of some isobars like argon 18, 40, potassium 19, 40, calcium 20, 40. In all these three, you can see that this set, the atomic mass, the mass number is, or you can say that the number of nucleons is 40. While the atomic number is here 18, here 19, and here 20. That is different. Similarly, another example, say this is cerium 76 and selenium 76. This is cerium, CERIUM, and this is selenium, SELENIUM, selenium 76. In both the case, the atomic mass or the mass number or the, you can say, the nucleons are same, but their atomic number 32 and here it is 34, which are different. Similarly, sodium 24, magnesium 24. Now you'll say that, ma'am, we haven't done any time like sodium 24. But yes, sodium 24 is also there. Yes, although it is in very less percentage, but ऐसा नहीं है कि वो होता ही नहीं है. All the elements are they have some isotopes. सारे elements के पास कुछ ना कुछ, कोई ना कोई, एक दो या whatever, like they have isotopes. उनके पास isotopes होते ही हैं. Okay. Iron 58, nickel 58, cobalt 64, Ni 64, nickel 64. This is 58 also, and this is 64 भी होता है nickel का. Okay, so these are the isobars. Or one thing you can say that carbon, which is very common, which is carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon, that will be the isotope. Carbon 14, let me write here. Carbon 14 and nitrogen 14. They will also be in isobars. Here atomic number is 6, while its atomic number will be 7. So atomic number different, but atomic mass same. Another example we can say that uranium 232 92. And I'm giving you a few examples. And this is thorium 90. One second. And this is also 232. And one element is here, that is X. I don't know what is this X. Its atomic number is 92, but its atomic mass is 234. So I'm just asking, tell me the relation between this and this, this and this. What is the relation? So if I'm talking about this one, this is uranium, this is 232, here also 232. That means mass number same. So uranium and thorium will be what? They will be isobars, isn't it? And if I'm asking about this is, you can see that atomic number 92, atomic number 92. So same atomic number, so it must be isotopes. Now if I will ask that what is the element X element kaun sa hai, then what will be your answer? Yes, it will be uranium only, because atomic number is always fixed for a fixed element. Har ek element ka, each element has a fixed atomic number, and that is not going to change. So if its atomic number is 92, it must be uranium only. Yes, with a different atomic mass. Clear? I hope it is clear, bache. Okay, so now few more example, like we will identify this. Argon 1840, potassium 1940, calcium 2040. We have done this example, I have written in the previous slide here. But how it is going to be same and different in what context, let me show you. Atomic number, if I'm talking about, then argon is 18, this is 19, and this is 20. Atomic number completely different, so it cannot be isotopes. Let's check the mass number. Mass number, which is written as a superscript, here 40, here 40, here 40. So as mass number same, this is same. So if mass number will be same, it will be isobars. That for sure. We got it? Yes. Let's check the electrons. Since electron is always equal to proton and proton is always equal to atomic number in case of neutral atom. It is not having charge. So this and this column will be same. So here 18. So this is also 18, 18. Here 19. It will also be 19, 19. Here 20. It will also be 20, 20. What about the neutrons? Neutron is this A minus P. Neutron jo hota hai, that is the formula. The formula is A minus P, isn't it? So just 40 minus 18, it will be 22. 40 minus 19, it will be 21. 40 minus 20, it will be 20. Isn't it? So that is the neutrons we got it. Okay. So we got it like this. Any doubt in that? Fractional atomic mass. Now, what is this fractional atomic mass? I'm going to tell you that in class 9th chapter 3 only, I have explained about that atomic mass unit, atomic mass. Yes, I have explained that the sodium, once you will go in that periodic table, you will check this. The sodium is not exactly 22, although rather it is what? 22.8282. It's not exactly 23. Got it, bache? Like this. Similarly, if you will check for oxygen, you know 16 atomic mass, but when you will check in the periodic table, you will see that it is not 16 exactly, it is 15.9994. Okay. Similarly, for carbon, you know 12, but when you will check in the periodic table, you will get it that it is not exactly 12, rather it is 12.0115. Yes. So why it is so? हर एक element का atomic mass, why it is in fraction? Why not completely? And that's why I have explained in chapter 3 that there is a slight difference between the mass number and the atomic mass. Whenever we talk about the atomic mass, it will be in the point, it will be in the decimal, it will be in the fraction, and the unit U should be mentioned over there. But whenever we talk about the mass number, it will be a whole number. Although the both will be same, approximately same value only, but it will be mass number will never be this fraction. Okay, it will always be whole number. ठीक है, समझ में आई बात? So now what is the reason behind this? So let's see. Atomic masses of large number of elements are fractional and not whole number. Even large number की बात करें या फिर like whatever that in the periodic table, आपके पास जितने भी periodic table में जितने भी elements है, if you'll check that maximum number of elements will have the fraction atomic mass. They don't have the whole number. Why it is? What's the reason? The reason is that the fractional atomic mass of element are due to the existence of their various isotope having different percentage or different masses. Different masses in different percentage. Let me write over here. Okay, so elements have isotopes, and their isotopes exist in the nature, exist in the atmosphere in the different percentages. They have different percentages. Okay, like you see, if I'm talking about oxygen, as a oxygen whole will be 100%, but if I am taking the isotopes of oxygen, to one isotopes maybe it is 20%, another isotope maybe it is 60%, third isotope maybe kitne bach gaya 20. Yes, so the sum of all the percentage, the sum of the percentage of all the isotopes should be 100. That is for sure. Clear? Any doubt in this? Okay. So let's just go through with this. The atomic mass of an element is the average of the relative mass of all the naturally occurring isotope of the element. Obviously, average value comes out to be a fractional. कैसे होता है? Let's see this. Suppose there are the two isotope of an element. दो isotopes है. Element E और ये element E. ठीक है, because isotopes हैं तो obviously the element should be same, so that's why I have marked E and E. ठीक है, so hence their atomic number will also be same, Z and Z, but their atomic mass will be different. So this is A1 and this is A2. I hope it is clear. Assume करते हैं that this element with the atomic mass A1 is in X percentage. So obviously the element with the A2 mass will be in 100 minus X percentage, isn't it? Because sum of percentage of both the isotope will be any cost. At any cost it is going to be 100, isn't it? So the formula is there. Fractional atomic mass, which is also called average atomic mass. So the formula is fractional atomic mass, average atomic mass. The formula is percentage of one isotope, whatever the percentage, X, multiplied by atomic mass of that isotope, which is A1, plus percentage of another isotope, that is 100 minus X, multiplied by mass of the another isotope, that is A2. Suppose that अगर यहाँ पे एक और एलिमेंट होता, एक और isotope होता, और some percentage होते, तो वो भी हम ऐड कर देते इसमें. Did you get that? Yes. Upon 100. So this is the formula that to be learned, and one numerical can be asked from this topic. Either the percentage will be there and it will be asked, or this will be asked and this will be given and percentage will be asked, or atomic mass element को identify करने के लिए बोल दिया जाए कि what will be that element. So we will do that. Let's see. The calculation of average value of atomic mass can be illustrated with the help of following example. Let's see the example. In nature, we have chlorine. Chlorine exists as 35 and 37. So atomic mass of one isotope is 35. This is considered A1. And atomic mass of second isotope is A2. This is 37. Clear? So isotope 1, which is having atomic mass 35, is in 75%. These are found in the ratio of 3:1. यानी कि ये 75 है तो obviously दूसरा ये वाला कितना है 25%. So find the atomic mass, relative atomic mass or average atomic mass or fractional atomic mass हम कैसे निकालेंगे? So what I will do, this is in this way we can say that. Here also we can say that. अभी यहाँ पे बताती हूँ मैं कैसे हुआ. This is percentage 75 multiplied by atomic A1. Yes, percentage of isotope 1 multiplied by atomic mass of isotope 1 plus percentage of isotope 2 multiplied by mass of isotope 2 divided by 100. You just calculate it, you will get this 35.5. If it is given in the ratio, अगर ये ratio के form में दिया होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे, percentage की जगह पे we will multiply by ratio and नीचे 100 की जगह पे we will add this, इसको दोनों को ratio को add करके लिखेंगे. Got it? Yes? यहाँ पे वही किया ना हमने, परसेंटेज को ऐड करके नीचे लिखा. तो यहाँ अगर हम रेशियो ले रहे हैं तो रेशियो को ऐड करके नीचे लिखेंगे. क्लियर? तो 3 का रेशियो है 35, तो 3 into 35 plus 1 into 37 upon 4, you will get this 35.5. And that is the reason exactly इसका 35.5 होता है, इसलिए हमें इसे क्लोरीन को 35.5 ही एज्यूम करना होता है. बट रेस्ट के लिए, सोडियम के लिए या फिर ऑक्सीजन के लिए, you will get that 16.2 आएगा या 15.994 आएगा. It depends upon the percentage given. Yes. So I have few questions on that. This is a question. Let me solve this question, and next question will be like homework for you. So the relative atomic mass of copper is 63.5. That means यहाँ आपको दे दिया गया fractional atomic mass, आपको दे दिया गया. This is fractional atomic mass is given. Okay. Now it exists as 2 isotopes which are this and this. Calculate the percentage. आपको percentage निकालना है. तो assume करो कि ये जो है वो x% में है. So obviously this will be in 100 minus x percentage, isn't it? Clear? So now what to do? Write the formula. Simple. So suppose करो this one copper 63.29 is in x percentage, तो दूसरा वाला obviously 100 minus x हो जाएगा. Clear? So now the formula use करेंगे from the above data. The relative atomic mass of copper is equal to percentage of first isotope multiplied by percentage of first isotope यानी x multiplied by its atomic mass यानी कि 63 plus percentage of another isotope 100 minus x multiplied by its atomic mass, that is 65 given upon 100. You do this calculation, you will get the 63.5 relative atomic mass is given. So this will be equal to this much, isn't it? ये relative mass का formula है, तो relative mass given है 63.5, तो you will use this. So this is equal to 63.5. Now solve the do this calculation, and what will happen? 63x, this will be 6500 minus 65x, और ये चला जाएगा इधर, so this will be 6350. Now this 65 इधर लेके आओ, 63 को उधर लेके आओ, 2x will be there, and then solve करो, you will get that x is equal to 75%. Clear? So if x यानी कि copper 2963 is in 75%, so obviously this will be in the 25%, isn't it? I hope it is clear. Yes? Any doubt in this? So now you have another question. This question is for you as a homework. You have to do it. Okay? That's it for today, class. And we are almost like we have completed a chapter. Nothing is left in this now. So we'll solve some questions in the next class. We will do some practice questions. We'll practice some questions. Okay? So we'll meet in next video. Till then, thank you, class.